Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here. And in today's video, we're going to be talking through a couple of my favorite plays on Prizepicks for today's slate for Wednesday, March the 16th. We do have a massive slate tonight, 12 game slate. So I actually have 4 picks that I'm going to share in this video. It was pretty easy to find a lot of picks that I felt good about just because we have so many options. There's so many games today. So we got 4 picks we're going to share, 2 in the points category, 1 in the rebounds category, and then 1 in the assist category. We'll talk through those 4 picks, kind of share why I like them. Just before we do get started, guys, make sure you hit that like button down below. If you're new to the channel and you have not yet, hit that subscribe button as well. We are on the road to 25,000 subscribers, and I'm hopeful that we'll probably reach that milestone by the end of the month. We're getting very close. I think we're less than 100 subscribers away, so definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Also, if you're new to Prizepicks and you want to check them out, you can actually sign up with my promo code Noah. They'll match your first deposit up to $100 when you do sign up with my code, and you can tell the picks I give in this video, make some picks for yourself. You can win up to 10 extra money on Prizepicks. Definitely give them a try. Sign up, use my code so you get that deposit bonus when you do sign up. And lastly, if you want more of my favorite plays on Prizepicks, I do give those out over on Patreon. We did have another pretty good day on Patreon yesterday. Went 4-1 on the 5 picks I gave out over there. Yesterday on YouTube, in the 2 picks we gave out for YouTube, sadly we only went 1-1, so we weren't able to profit on the night. If you flex played the 2 picks, then you got half your money back. But the over on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s points, luckily that was able to hit early on in the fourth quarter before he got subbed out because of the blowout. That Memphis Indiana game was just a massive blowout yesterday. But Triple J did hit his over in points. Sadly though, Tyrese Halliburton did not go over. He only finished with like 4 or 5 points. He really wasn't aggressive offensively. He took like 9 shots yesterday. Just unfortunate, but again, big slate today. I got 4 picks I feel pretty good about. So let's talk through these 4 picks, and we're going to start off in the points category and go to Kevin Durant. So Kevin Durant's points prop right now is set at 29.5. I like going over on this one, over 29.5 points for KD. Obviously, Kyrie will not be playing today because it's a home game, and because right now he can't play in the home games, at least not yet. He will maybe at some point he'll be able to. But I'm liking over 29.5 points for KD without Kyrie today. You can take a look at the usage this season with Kyrie off the floor, with James Harden off the floor. Took Harden off because obviously Harden is not on the team anymore. Kevin Durant's played 472 minutes this year without KD without Kyrie or Harden. 36.8% usage rate, just absurd usage. You can look at his per 36 stats. He's averaging close to 33 points per 36, and we know if this game's close, Kevin Durant's playing 36 to 40 minutes. I mean, yesterday he played 30 minutes. It was a massive blowout against Orlando. I don't think he played at all in the fourth quarter because of the blowout. So we should expect 36 to 40 minutes from KD. The matchup against Dallas is not the best. Dallas's defense has been really good this year. Dorian Finney-Smith has been a really good defender, and he'll probably be guarding KD. But KD's just going to get massive usage here. He's going to take a ton of shots. As long as he can have a somewhat efficient game shooting-wise, he can get us 30 points and go over his points prop. I know a lot of games this year without Kyrie, he's been able to go over. That game against the Knicks when he went for 53 points, Kyrie did not play in that game. I think there's some other games that Kyrie didn't play in that KD's had a ton of points in. So really feel good about this one. Just think the usage and the role for KD is going to be massive while Kyrie's out. And I think the Nets have like 3 or 4 more home games after this. So wouldn't be surprised if we see KD score like 30 plus points in like the last 3 or 4 games, or their next 3 or 4 games while Kyrie isn't playing. So definitely like over 29.5 points for KD. And then scrolling down a bit, we're going to take the over 26.5 points for Devin Booker. Love this matchup for Devin Booker going up against Houston. Much better spot here. Obviously KD kind of in a tougher matchup, but this is a really good spot for Booker and for the Suns. The Rockets this season, they've been one of the easiest matchups on the board. They've played a super fast pace. They're second in pace on the season, and in terms of defensive rating, they've by far been the worst defensive team in the league. 116 defensive rating on the year, which is dead last. Only thing I worry about here is blowout, just because we could see this game get ugly. Obviously, Houston is just a terrible team, and they get blown out a lot. But I think there's a couple positives. For one, Houston is playing at home today. For 2, the Suns are on a back-to-back, so maybe they don't come into this game, just lighten it up. But I honestly, I don't think they need to. If Booker can play 4 quarters here, I think he can score 27 points, especially in this matchup. You can look at his last 5 games. He's hit this in 3 out of his last 5, and some of these games were blowouts. I think the Miami game, he got pulled a little bit early in. That was also a tougher matchup. The Toronto game, that was a tougher matchup. But even last night against the Pelicans, he didn't play in the fourth quarter, and Booker still scored 27 points. The game against the Lakers was a massive blowout. He still scored 30 points. I think if Booker plays his full minutes today, he's going to score 27 plus points. Even if this game does blow out and the Suns beat them like badly, I could see Booker still scoring 27 points at the end of the third quarter like he did on Tuesday. So over 26.5 points for Devin Booker, I like a lot today. We know the role is going to be there without Chris Paul, and you can take a look at his usage this season with Chris Paul off the floor. 32.5% usage rate, which leads the team as you would expect. Per 36, Booker's averaging just short of this, 26 points per 36. But again, we know Booker's going to play huge minutes. I mean, he played like 30 minutes yesterday without playing in the fourth quarter. If this game stays close, we're going to get 36 to 40 minutes from Devin Booker. And, 40 minutes from Devin Booker against the Rockets, like, my God, he could put up 40 points, and I wouldn't be surprised. So, really like the over on Devin Booker's points prop today. Really just, you got to hope the game stays close. If it does, I think Booker easily goes over this prop. If the game blows out, I could still see Booker getting 27 points after the end of the third quarter, just because, he's their offense right now, and he's the guy that's going to take most of the shots every night. So, those are 2 points props I like. If you want to run like a 2-pick with just those 2, you could obviously do that. But I do have 2 other picks I like that I want to share. So in the rebounds category, going to go down to a guy that I bet on rebounds a lot this year, and he's been pretty good. And that's Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert's rebound prop is set at 12.5 today. Another over that I'm liking a lot. You can take a look at his last 5 games. Over his last 5, he's gone over this in 4 out of his last 5. Only game he didn't was against Portland, and that was a massive blowout. I think Gobert played like 20-something minutes in that game just because they beat the crap out of Portland. But like all the games that have been competitive, Gobert's gotten 13 or more rebounds. He's been obviously like the best rebounder in the league. He's averaging like 15 rebounds per game on the season, or over 15 rebounds per game. And you can take a look at his total rebound percentage this season. Leads the Jazz with a, let's see where it is, 24.7% total rebound percentage per 36. The dude's averaging over 16 rebounds per 36. Now Gobert is probably not going to play 36 minutes here, but I think if he plays like 32, 34, which is usually what he plays in close games, he'll get us 13 or more rebounds. Obviously, he's one of the best rebounders in the league. I was actually looking at offensive rebound percentage this season, and the Bulls are second to last in offensive rebound percentage. So they've really been getting killed on the offensive boards. We know Gobert can get a lot of offensive boards, can get putbacks. You actually look at this matchup against Vucevic. These guys have played a lot throughout their careers, basically dating back to when Gobert first played back in 2014. He only played 14 minutes back then because I think that was before my time. I wasn't even playing DFS back in 2014, but I'm guessing that Gobert wasn't like a full-time starter then. But you look from 2016 and on till today, these teams have played Gobert and Vucevic have faced off, I think, 10 games. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they've played since 2016. Gobert and Vuce have faced off 10 times. Gobert has gotten 13 or more rebounds in every single game against Vucevic. 13, 19, 17, 13, 14, 19, 17, 16, 13, and 19. Those are his rebound totals per game against Vooch since they played, in all the games they played in. So he's done really well against Vooch. Vooch has never been like a great defender or a great rebounder. We know the Bulls have been getting killed in the paint. They've been allowing a lot of points in the paint this year. I just think it's a really good spot for Gobert. I think he should be able to dominate on the glass. I like this matchup quite a bit. Last time these teams played this season, he had 19 rebounds. They played again this season, and he had 13 rebounds. Or last season they played, he had 13 rebounds. So really feel good about Gobert here. Really feel good about him getting 13 rebounds today. So I'm taking the over 12.5 rebounds for Gobert as our third pick. And then the last pick is in the assist category. I'm going to go to Darius Garland. His assist prop right now is set at 8.5. This is another number that he's been going over a lot lately. I think he's actually gone over it in 5 out of his last 6 games, and he's had a double-digit assist in 5 out of his last 6 games. Over 8.5 assists for Garland, I like a lot. You can look at Garland this season, his assist percentage. You take Rondo off the floor, who's out right now. You take Ricky Rubio off the floor, who's no longer on the team. And Garland's got a 43% assist percentage. Over his last 5 games, he's averaging over 18 potential assists per game, 10.5 assists over those 5. Like, he's been towards the top of the league in assists this season, especially as of late. He's been towards the top of the league in potential assists, right up there with Harden, Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Halliburton too. I mean, Garland, the dude's going to drop dimes. I mean, it's just simple as that. He's going to get probably 7, 8 assists easily. I think 9, 10, 11 assists is very doable. I mean, he's gotten double-digit assists now in 4 out of his last 5. I think he actually 5 out of his last 6 if I was looking at the game log earlier. So really feel good about over 8.5 assists for Garland. He just continues to crush this prop. Only game he didn't was against Chicago. But I know like that game, I think he had a lot of potential assists. It's just that his teammates weren't really making shots. He's going to have, 18. He's going to have like 16 to 20 potential assists every night. and it'll just come down to can his teammates hit shots and convert those assists for him. As long as they do, feel pretty good about Garland getting 9 assists, going over his assist prop today. So these are 4 picks I like for today, guys. Over 29.5 points for Kevin Durant, over 26.5 points for Devin Booker, over 12.5 rebounds, for Rudy Gobert, and then over 8.5 assists for Darius Garland. I did already put this 4 pick in for myself. I did a power play. You can choose how you want to play these. If you want to do a flex play, that's usually the safer route. Even if you get a pick wrong, you can still win some of your some money. Even if you get all the picks right, you still get 5 extra money, which is definitely a lot. If you do power play though, and you get all 4 picks right, that pays out 10x. So you can choose how you want to play these. If you want to just take 2 picks and do a 2 pick, and then take the other 2 and do a 2 pick with those, you could also do that. That's another safe way to play it. But I personally just put a 4 pick power in with these 4. I do feel good about these 4 plays. Again, there was a lot to like. It's a big slate today. There was plenty of props that stood out, and these were the 4 that I kind of circled at first look. So I wish you guys the best of luck tonight. If you're tailing these picks, best of luck. If you want to make some additional picks for yourself, again, you can sign up for Prizepicks, use code NOAH. They'll match your first deposit up to $100. And if you guys want more of my favorite plays over on Prizepicks, I do give more plays over on Patreon. We went 4-1 on the 5 picks we gave out on Patreon yesterday. On Monday, we went 5-0, or actually 6-0 on the Patreon plays. So we've been doing really well on Patreon. I'm trying to get the YouTube picks going well too. I know the YouTube picks have not been doing that great, but I do feel good about these 4. Hopefully we can get a sweep on YouTube, do well on Patreon as well, and just have a really good night in general. So best of luck tonight, fellas. We only have 1 game tomorrow, so don't know yet if I'm going to have a Prizepicks video up for tomorrow's 1 game. It's the Pistons and the Magic playing tomorrow. But we'll see. If I do make a video, it'll be on the channel. I might upload it a little early, get it up the night before. But yeah, best of luck tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one.